Hey, family, welcome to another edition of Affirmation Mondays. And first, let me start by saying thank you to any and everybody who takes time out of their evening or day whenever you come across this video to watch it. Know that your presence, your view is definitely appreciated. So if you like the content that you're seeing, definitely like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is also Parenting Out Loud Podcast YouTube channel. So, with me saying the thank yous, I have two affirmations for you guys. But before I get into the affirmations, I kind of wanted to give a little background on where the affirmations come from. So, the two affirmations that I have for you guys tonight both speak to becoming comfortable with where you are and who you are. The second affirmation that I actually have for you guys tonight speaks to loving from your saucer and not from your cup. So, for those of you who have followed my journey in reference to the affirmations or different quotes and posts that I've posted around parenting or life, relationships, marriage, all of the things centered around parenting, because parenting for me centers around a lot. But for those of you who have followed me thus far, let me say thank you. These affirmations, one of the affirmations speaks to a life coach who is a mentor of mine that I have not had the opportunity as of yet to meet, but she is definitely a mentor for me. Her name is Lisa Nichols, and she has this saying where she says, I'm going to love from my saucer and not from my cup. So for me, that's you pouring into you, that you're taking that time to love yourself, nurture yourself, work on becoming the best version of you, so that allows you to show up as the best version of yourself for others. If you are lacking oxygen, if you will, if you are lacking nourishment, it's very hard to show up as your best self for others. So learning what self-care is to you, taking the time out to implement it, be it you praying and taking that time to speak with the Most High when you first wake up, which is owning those first few moments, in some cases few hours of your day, to pour back into you, to set your day up that's going to make you the most effective, to be the best version of you. I know for me, prayer is huge. Meditation, when I do it, which I'm working to become more consistent, I have a completely different temperament, and I'm a lot more patient, I notice, when I actually take that time out to meditate before I get my day started. As a wife, as a mom, finding those moments to pour back into you before you pour into everybody else, super huge, super huge. So if you learn to do that early, you are definitely winning. So to go into the affirmations that I have for you guys tonight, they come from a site, because the affirmations that I have, some have come from me, some have come from other people, or I've stumbled across them. But I feel like when you come across great information, you want to make sure that you're sharing it. You want to make sure that the same way that the Most High allowed you to be blessed by some information, that you are blessing someone else. So hopefully these affirmations do that for you. The first affirmation that I have, which are coming from a site called balanceblackgirl.com. Again, if you guys choose to use this as a reference tool and you choose to look up some of the affirmations, the affirmations for tonight are coming from a site called balanceblackgirl.com. But I they speak more to just the black women or the black girl looking for these affirmations. So I'm definitely hoping that you find them helpful. So the first affirmation is, I am allowed to be myself and show people who I am. I am allowed to be myself and show people who I am. So that particular affirmation is huge because once again, it speaks to being comfortable in your own skin. Being comfortable enough to take off that mask that we often put on and show up as your true self, your authentic self, transparent with all of your flaws. When we get to that space to where we can show up as we are, that's when the greatest version of ourselves is allowed to shine. And nobody is without flaws. So for me, that affirmation was just beautiful. So the second affirmation is, the love I have for myself increases my capacity to love others. The love I have for myself increases my capacity to love others. So this affirmation is the one that I stated, speaks to filling up your cup and loving people from your saucer. If you don't take that time to nourish you, to love you, to even be the example for how people are to love you, then you're not going to be able to give your best version of yourself to the other people whom you're trying to service and you're trying to love. So part of being the best version of you for them is first being the best version of you for you. So with tonight's affirmations, as always, I pray that they help you in some way. I pray that they align with the journey that you're on right now. I appreciate you for coming on this journey with me, for showing up with me. Definitely keep looking out for the podcast. It is coming very, very soon. And I pray that it is a special place where we can all get together and meet and talk about everything. And I do mean everything, parenting and all of the things in between. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Affirmation Mondays. Until then,